Hello Scorpio, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, I hope you enjoy the reading. This will be a general life reading for you. Okay, so let's see what we've got for you. We've got 8th house. We've got 9th house, and then we've got 7th house. Let's get some astrology guidance. We've got lunar eclipse. Okay, so that's going to, so obviously the lunar eclipse towards the end of the month on the 26th will be important for you. And it's symbolizing some sort of quite a big shift, I would say. 8th house is always about endings and beginnings. Then we've also got 9th house, we've got Black Moon Lilith. And then we've also got Yod Destiny coming in for the 7th house. For the bottom of the deck, we've got Cancer, I feel. Let's get some goddess guidance. We've got Irene, and we've got Tamara. And we've got Soulless Bodies of Water. So emotional stuff going on in your 7th house. Let's see what the situation is. It might be worth your while to take a break, go away somewhere. Or you could be relocating as well. Bottom of the goddess deck is Sikh, quiet time. So I feel that's also well connected to the Cancer card, which can sometimes be about just retreating, to just recenter yourself. So let's get a destiny card. We all need to do that periodically, but with the Cancer energy around, which is always moon energy, that's phases and cycles and things, and we've got integrity. So that's phases and cycles. Sometimes you're out there busy doing your thing, and other times you need to just retreat and withdraw. Let's get some fairy tarot. We've got 6 of spring. That's lovely. Bottom of the deck is King of Winter. So that could be somebody coming into your life in the form of a partner, or it could be in the form of an advisor or a mentor or a father figure, or somebody who's authoritative, or any kind of authoritative figure. It doesn't have to be a man, but it can, represent a male figure. Okay, so let's have a look. All right, so with the 8th house is always about endings and beginnings, but it's also about cycle shifts. So this can be closing one cycle and beginning a new one, however that relates to you. It can also be finance related. This is normally big finances. This is normally tax, accounting, banking, assets, investments, insurances, anything like that. It can also be to do with legacies and inheritances. So that may be on your mind, or you may be benefiting from something like that. Any one of those are possible. It's also about sexuality. The 8th house is about that. So take that as it resonates for you. It's also about, generally the 8th house is about sex, death, and rebirth. Those are the themes of the 8th house. So sexuality does come up. Death is usually a symbolic death. In some cases, it may be somebody passing around you, and therefore that's where the legacies or inheritances may come in. Or you may be assisting somebody with their finances as well. So that does come in, but it's usually a symbolic death, like an ego death, or some part of your life which is falling away, or which is no longer useful to you, so you've outgrown it, so you close that cycle and you move into a new one. It's got that energy. And then it's also got the the birthing, rebirthing. So this can be birthing of an idea, or birthing of a new condition, or birthing of a new cycle, as I've said. So endings and beginnings, end of one chapter, beginning of another, something like that. But it can also be about regeneration and renewal. So this can be some aspect of your life, or even to do with a person which has you thought was over, or had, it was somebody from the past, and it gets renewed or regenerated, or it could be to do with your actual physical self, or your finances, some sort of regeneration and renewal as well coming in. So we've got here lunar eclipse change. So this is going to indicate that something that has been around for a while. It's possibly been in the background. It may have been bubbling away, sort of simmering in the background, and you were kind of aware of it, but you didn't have all the facts and figures, or you didn't have everything clear about it, or you may have just had an inkling. But this lunar eclipse is something like bubbling over, but it's been simmering, and now all of a sudden it bubbles over, and now you've literally got to deal with it. So it forces you into the present moment. So there's a big shift normally with this. It can be very abrupt. It can be very sudden. It's the speed, you may have sort of expected something, but it's the speed of it and the abruptness of it that will take you by surprise. But if you know what it is, and you can preempt it, or you can do something to assist yourself, if you know there's certain things that you can do which are positive and are going to assist you, then move ahead, and that may sort of help the situation along. But it can also be a change of like perception or attitude about something in this house as well. So this could be a realization of some sort, or suddenly something becomes very clear to you. So all of these are possibilities. Normally it takes place within a 6-week period, but sometimes it can unfold over a 6-month period. So see how it resonates for you. It's following the cycles of the moon. And because it's lunar eclipse, and we have got a lunar eclipse coming up, that will be at 5 degrees of Sagittarius, then therefore, it may wrap up quite quickly, or it may just take its time over that 6-month period. And then the similar moon phase, or, within the 6-month period, something will come out of that. So it could be, as I said, a big shift of some sort. You could be changing a financial profile, or you could be changing something to do with a partnership, because the 8th house also deals with the nuts and bolts of a partnership or a relationship. So this would be like a committed relationship which is now bonding together. And how are you going to do that with the emotional and material resources? It's the nuts and bolts of that relationship. It can also apply to a business partnership. Same thing. How are you going to merge the emotional and material resources? So the 8th house deals with all of that. Sometimes there can be power struggles there. Sometimes there can be dark things that need to be dealt with, or things coming up. Sometimes because Pluto rules the 8th house, sometimes something can be revealed with the 8th house, and that could very well be the lunar eclipse. This could be the catalyst for that, whatever it is that needs to be revealed in the 8th house to come out, to be dealt with. But always remember, with the lunar eclipse, this is necessary and inevitable. All right, it's got to happen, and that is going to move you into a better position, or to clear away an old cycle, or something that's no longer useful, or going to feature in your life, for your own personal growth. So whatever occurs, it will come to, will come out, and then you can, once you see it, once it's there, then you can deal with it. So all of these aspects, it may also involve a female figure. Sometimes they, with the lunar side of it, a female figure or a feminine figure, or it could be a feminine issue. It could also even be feminine wisdom coming in, the switching on of that, or just some deep intuition, because the 8th house can also deal with psychic knowledge. So it could be something that you are intuiting. You're aware there's something going on, and then now you get the download, or you get some sort of psychic awareness about this, and it changes your view of something really, in a really quite a big way. So all of these things are possible with the lunar eclipse. So let's see what comes in for you. But whatever happens, Irene, peace. She's saying there is no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. All right. So this is your reassurance that whatever is coming in for you in this situation, that on the other side of this is happiness, and there's abundance there. Children may be featuring. As I said, birthing does come into this, whether it's a physical birthing or it's the conditions for the birthing of something new. So all of these are possible. And she's just saying, be at peace, just come back to this, always come back to this neutral state, be at peace, and know that everything is working out, and don't waste your energy on worry. All right, just deal with whatever needs to come up, and move forward with one day at a time. Stay in the present moment, and you will get to the other side. With the lunar eclipse, sometimes, as I said, it can move you out of a rut as well. If you've been in a rut of some sort, however that is coming out for you in the 8th house, if you've been stuck somewhere or feeling stuck, sometimes it's a mental issue that is creating that stuckness, and this is where this sort of attitude change or perception shift can move you out of the rut, but it can also be a physical shift or an emotional shift. But so you will feel a little bit uncomfortable, out of your comfort zone while the shift is in play. But once you have embraced the change, and you've acknowledged that it has to happen, and that you're going to have something better on the other side, you're going to be able to find your way, then you can not worry about it and just handle the details as they unfold. Sometimes with the 8th house, the integrity issue can come up. As I said, there can sometimes be power struggles with this house, or sometimes something hidden, or something that hasn't been revealed, or something that wasn't known can sometimes come out of the woodwork with this. So just always remember, come back to your peaceful state, your neutral state, all right? And just bear in mind that integrity may be forming, it may be a theme in this in some way, shape, or form. Now we've got the 9th house here. So the 9th house deals with a variety of things. It covers the law and the higher courts. So you may have a legal situation that you're dealing with currently. It may pull in all the aspects of your 8th house. You've also got your 7th house, which is the house of relationships and partnerships. So somewhere along the line, this could be relationship based or partnership based. But the 9th house does deal with legal things, the law, and also higher courts. But it can also be the study of the law. So that may be relevant for you. I'll get to that shortly. So the 9th house also deals with expansion of some sort. So this is related to a physical expansion or mental expansion. So the physical expansion can be in the form of adventure or exploration. It can also be in the form of international travel or long distance travel. Or you may be connecting to other people who are foreign. So therefore you are learning, or you're understanding different things from them because they're different from you. So this could be to do with a business, like import, export, or something like that. Or you're connecting to others online. It also deals with, so if you're not actually physically traveling, it can be within the mind. And this can obviously be connecting with others in foreign countries, but also you can do this through study. So this is normally the higher education. So this is university level, or it could be adult education coming in as well. And this is, maybe the law is coming in for you in some form. It also deals with religion, philosophy, and belief systems. Again, you could be studying all of that, or you could be understanding differently when you're in connection with somebody who's foreign or a different country, you're relating to that. So religion, philosophy, all of these are kind of go hand in hand, and also belief systems. You could also be undergoing a shift or change in your belief systems at the moment. Everybody is right now. Lots of people are going through shifts and changes. So that's entirely possible. It can also be related to your relationship to in-laws. That may be coming in as well, especially if you've got relationship shifts here. That may be coming in. But it's also about very much about the intuitive processes. So this is your intuition. Now, you did already have the 8th house, which can be about your psychic knowing, and the lunar eclipse may have activated that. So this could be also you tuning in some way, shape, or form with the 9th house. You're tuning you're using your intuition. It's the seeking of truth, the understanding of truth. And sometimes with the 8th house, something may come out. Something may be seen now, and you're now seeing a truth. Or something is changing, something is coming out, and it's changing your religion or your philosophy or your belief systems. So that could also be the case. So it's also about faith and about wisdom. So the faith comes from the religion or the philosophy or the belief systems, but it's also to do with your understanding, your wisdom and your intuition and the understanding or the seeking of truth. It's also to do with publishing. So you may be connecting with other countries to do with a publishing venture. It's also about teaching, same thing. Or you could be learning something to do with teaching or disseminating information. All of these come in. Also public relations, public promotions, anything like that with the 9th house. So now we've got here Black Moon Lilith mystery. So this is saying that it's possible that this can be sometimes fame coming to you in some way, shape or form. Perhaps your profile is raising and that is why you're now going more international or long distance or publishing or sort of promotional work or teaching even. You may be doing online teaching, something like that. So this is about sudden, it can be fame coming to you, but it can also be about standing your ground in some way. Black Moon Lilith is about that. It's the darker feminine. It's that strong feminine standing your ground. The witch's wand of power. But it can also be about sort of clandestine affairs, things like that. It can also be about being on the receiving end, or you are harboring feelings. These are like negative feelings. These are things like envy, bitterness, and anger or fear. So you may be feeling those things, or you are on the receiving end of that from other people around you at this time. So certainly if your profile is rising, if you are enjoying success of some sort, you may have that coming at you from certain people or certain situations. But it's finding a healthy outlet for that, keeping your emotions under control, because you may be feeling that in some way or shape or form. But it's about keeping yourself under control, finding a healthy outlet for that, because just saying the wrong thing or taking the wrong action may just actually, really create a problem where there was none before. So be careful what you say, what you do, and just, find a healthy outlet for those emotions. So all of these things are possible. Black Moon Lilith also talks about mystery. So this can be something that is in the background, something that hasn't been dealt with, or something that is kind of lurking. Now, this may very well come out with the 8th house and with the lunar eclipse being aspected here. So something may be revealed. And this is that thing sort of in the background, or there are undercurrents. It can also be just undercurrents of emotion that are going on, and you're picking up on the undercurrents, things moving in the background and so on. Things that you don't have all the facts and figures, you don't have all the information at your fingertips in order to make a decision or an assumption. So all of these aspects come in with Black Moon Lilith. Now we've got Damara, guiding children. So you are good at helping, counseling and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So as I said, it could be that maybe, put simply, you may be writing a children's book and you're now coming to notoriety for that. And so this is how this is coming in for you. Or it could be to do with your own children, if you've got children, or other children that you're involved with. You may be a teacher, and therefore your teaching skills are important, especially at this time. So this is about using your skills with children, whether it's your own children or other children around you, perhaps in your family, or whether you are involved with teaching children. Perhaps you want to learn that. Perhaps you are learning teaching skills, or you're at university, or whatever the situation may be. But it's saying you are good at helping, counseling and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So this could also very well be some sort of talent or an ability that is now coming out in you, or something that you want to pursue. You may be changing careers. You may be doing this as a volunteer. There's lots of ways that this can come in. The other side of it can also be your inner child. And it may be that you need to just allow your inner child to have a bit of expression at this time. And that could be related to the 9th house. Maybe you have got a story to tell, or maybe you have some sort of connection, from your childhood. Perhaps there are ways and means to express that in some form, because the 9th house is about that expression. It's meeting the world in some way. So all of these are possible with this card. Now, I just want to say that we have also got here, as I said, King of Winter, knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, unemotional. Get advice from someone professional and objective, public speaking, unemotional relationships. So as I said, to do with the 8th house, and then possibly with the 9th house, a legal situation, and then also you've got the 7th house, which is relationships and partnerships. There may be somebody, an advisor. This could be a financial advisor or a legal person or a father figure or a mentor, or just somebody who is authoritative in some way. So knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, unemotional. So this is the king energy. So whether it's a masculine or a feminine that is exhibiting these qualities, somebody around you, or you may have to just consult somebody at this time. And this is basically the King of Swords. Now the swords is always air energy. This is the mental element. Okay, so that is why often they are unemotional, because they're very unbiased. They see things in an unemotional way. So it's the swords energy, it's air energy, it's mental energy. So this is an intellect, somebody who's got knowledge and experience, and can apply that to the situation. It could also be that maybe you are having to do some sort of promotional work. Maybe it's to do with public speaking, and you may need to get a bit of advice about that or coaching on it, or you can learn from somebody who is better at it than you, and you can ask them to assist you, however the situation is. Or it could be that you're bringing this King of Winter qualities in so that you can disseminate this information, because the 9th house is about that. Okay, public speaking. So but whatever it is, it could also, as I said, with your 7th house relationships, it could be that somebody of this nature is coming into your life now who is exhibiting these qualities as a partner or as a relationship. Usually mature, comes across as mature, whatever the age they are, but they are exhibiting air qualities. They may even be an air sign, So just see how that resonates for you. We have also got here 7th house partners. So this is everything to do with your relationships, your close personal one-on-one relationships, or it could be a partnership. So now normally this is a committed relationship. So this would be like a marriage or a long-term partnership, something committed. It's not a love affair. Okay, the 7th house is the next level up from a love affair. So this is important. It's very close. It's personal, one-on-one. And it covers all of that. It also covers the lower courts. So you've got quite a bit of legal or court energy coming in here. So that may be relevant for you. So now it's saying here, Yod Destiny. So your destiny is basically that. It's your destiny card. This is a divine timing card as well. But it is also about following your own path. This is like a life purpose card. It can be about that. But it's also about following a particular course which is right for you and which you know in your inner self is the right thing for you. You may have no support from anybody else. You may not get advice from anybody else. There may be nobody else around to assist you on this path. And I mean physically or emotionally. This person here, the King of Winter, is going to give you unbiased professional advice. So that can perhaps advise you, but ultimately you're going to be on this path on your own. In some cases, this can bring about like a black sheep energy, so that may be related to family, a family member, something like that. You're coming across as different from the others, but normally it's about following a path which is, like marching to your own music, your own drummer. And you're different, you're out of step, you feel out of step from other people because you're following your own path. But it really is about going within. Even though situation may be difficult around you, there could be frustrations, there could be timing delays, you could be really working hard, or you could be dealing with lots of things. It's not an easy path, this, but you will have your success and you will find your purpose on the other side of this. It's just this process that you go through. And what you do is you consult your inner GPS. That is what it's asking you to do. You go within, and that is how you will find your guidance. Don't expect to get guidance or advice from others, which is going to be very personal to you. They can give you a legal path or some other aspect maybe that you can follow, but ultimately, when it comes to your integrity and what you are choosing to do from an emotional point of view, you've got to follow your own inner guidance. All right. Very important. So this is about that. It's about tapping into that. And it's your inner GPS. Just think of it like that. And you do that through meditation, through quiet time, through spending time in nature. You may also be working on your own, or you may be doing things on your own, separate from others. Whether this is a business or a personal thing, you may find that you're working either in secret or just quietly on your own. And it's better for you to do that. So all of this comes in. It's kind of got a pioneering energy about it as well. So you, as I said, you may be a leader in some way, or you may be beating a path and others will follow after you. So it's kind of got that energy. The path won't be clear cut. It won't be straightforward. It won't be easy. But you will be making your way forward on that path. And you must consult your inner GPS. It will help to build up tremendous inner strength and resilience, which is what you need to follow this path. And because it's in your relationship house, it's something to do with your relationship or your partnership. So it could be that your relationship is not like any other, or you could be going against the grain in some way. Your person may be very different from you. They could be older. They could be a different religion. They could be a different background. Whatever the situation is, you are following your own path in this situation, and this is coming into your 7th house, which is the house of relationships and partnerships. So whatever it may be, you are following your own path, and you will feel different from others or the others around you, simply because this is your own path, and it's very special, and it's very unique to you, and it's part of your destiny. Divine timing is involved in this. And it's part of your destiny. You can't avoid it. It's something that you just have to do, something you've chosen to do in this lifetime. So we've got here Sulis, bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. So this could be, in some cases, a relocation. So it may be necessary for you to relocate to live close to a water body. So whether that's the ocean or a lake or a river, whatever the situation is. So investigate that for yourself if that is applicable to you. It could also be that you need to take a break and go to one of these places to rest and recharge your batteries. Sit next to the water, spend time in the water, or, wherever you are, whatever the season is, get as close as you can to the water, meditate, walk there, spend time next to the water. You can also do water rituals. These will be like coarse sea salt baths, or drink lots of water, whatever the situation is for you. But it's saying that this is an emotional situation. You need to recharge your batteries. You're feeling a bit depleted. So whatever you're going through here is you're going to just need to periodically recharge your batteries and take a break. And go next to a water body. That's going to help you tremendously, and it will assist you to keep going, because, as I said, your destiny path is unique to you. And you need to recharge your batteries and to fill up your tank so that you can move forward, with clarity. Now we've also got here Sikh, quiet time, which ties in with this. So take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. So as I said, with everything going on, take your time, go somewhere near to a water body to do exactly what it's asking you to do here. If you cannot simply get away, then try and get somewhere locally, even if it's a sort of a lake or a river. Just spend time, next to the water, just sit and contemplate, spend time walking there, sitting there, whatever you can do. But you need this quiet time. You need to go within and to be able to connect to your inner knowing, your inner GPS. And this is going to enable you to be able to actually tap in to your inner self, your higher consciousness, the universal guidance, whatever that may be. But you need to be quiet. So this is an opportunity to limit your screen time, your connection to others, and various activities that you're used to doing. Just take a break. Go within, and when you do that, you will then create space for yourself. So prioritize this time for yourself. You'll create space for yourself, and then you'll be able to get this clarity that you require. And this is going to give you the opportunity to make good decisions, and to be able to discern and to understand and tap into your intuitive and your psychic awareness about things as well. And you can only do that when you go within through meditation, but also being quiet, in a quiet environment, daydreaming, navel gazing, even napping. Napping is wonderful for this. So it's just quiet time to switch off, and then you will be able to tap into that, and that is how you're going to get your guidance and your inner knowledge. And certainly with the Yard Destiny, that is all about that. You're going to really need to connect to your inner GPS to get guidance. So very necessary card. We've also got here Cancer, I feel. So as I said to you, emotions may be high in some way, shape or form here. And with the Cancer, it's also ruled by the moon. So it's going through phases. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Sometimes you have to surf the different cycles. But all the time it's about your feelings. It's about listening to your feelings, how you feel. And you can only do that by tapping in. So this is why you have the Sulis bodies of water connecting to your emotions and to your emotional body and recharging your emotional body, and the Sek quiet time. So this is about tapping into that, using your instincts and your intuitions to guide you. All right, and this is going to be very, very important for your Destiny card, which is coming into your 7th house, the house of partners and relationships. So you're going to need to do that. Also, don't forget to listen to your own inner child. Okay. So all about that. Sometimes with the Cancer energy, it can also be about a little bit of nostalgia and sentimentality, looking back at the past. But you can't live there. The rearview mirror is small for a reason. All right. So keep moving forward. You can bring wisdom and understanding from there. Whatever you can take from that, that's fine. You can apply it to your current situation. But you need to move forward. You need to make your decisions in the present moment and then move forward. So it can also be dealing with old and new things. So like old furniture, antiques, things like that. That may be coming up for you if you had some sort of legacy or an inheritance in your family, or perhaps that's a profession for you. So it's things with memories attached to them. All right. This can also be about your sort of your moods and your habits. Sometimes when a Cancerian gets overly stressed, they get a bit touchy. So this may be about just taking time out to go within, or to just spend time next to a water body to rebalance yourself. Okay, because this is a water sign as well. So take that all, as it's relevant to you. But it can also be about nurturing. So this is nurturing of the self, which you will do if you are spending time near the water to recharge yourself. All right. And also if you are listening to your inner child, you're also going to be nurturing that. And so it's nurturing of yourself, but also of others. You may have children, your own children, or a partner. It's nurturing. It's the home, domestic issues, cooking and nurturing, and cookery and nutrition. All of these things come in with the nurturing side. So whether it's for yourself or for your family or whatever the situation is, it's about that nurturing energy. Cancerians are very resilient people. They can really stand a lot. But they do need to pull back periodically into their shell to actually recharge their batteries as well. So that's what you need to do as well, periodically. It can also be about feminine issues. Again, female issues may be coming up, whether this is within the body or it could be a feminine presence around you. But it can also be tapping in to feminine wisdom, or the divine feminine, whatever the situation is. Okay. Tapping into that, and the feminine sort of collective could also be relevant for you. Or it could just be that you have a feminine or a female figure around you, whether it's a mother figure, something like that. Some sort of wisdom may be coming to you as well. It could also be, as I said, that this King of Winter energy is actually being represented in a mother figure. So take it as it resonates for you. Birth may also be coming in here. And you've got children, so it might be relevant. And this is about the cycles, obviously, but also to do with birthing. And anything to do with the domestic and the home issues come in with Cancer. Finally, we've got here 6 of Spring. It says here, wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. So as I did say to you, that with the Black Moon Lilith, sometimes this can bring in fame or some sort of rising of your profile. Okay, so that is could be quite possible. And with the 9th house, it's you meeting the world in some way. And this could be public promotions or public relations that you're doing, or you could be involved in teaching or publishing something, interacting with people who are different from yourself, like from a foreign country and so on. So all of these are possible, okay? So it's saying that the success and public recognition could be coming in for you. But it's saying wonderful news is on its way. And this is like victory. This is a victory card. And also that's, this is to do with choices that you are making, which are going to bring you success. And certainly with the Yod Destiny card, that it could very well be the case. But you've got to listen to your inner guidance in order to make these decisions. And I do feel that this may very well be tied up to do with this person who's going to give you good advice as well, or who you can consult for guidance. But you still have to do your own work. You still have to steer your own ship emotionally and, step by step along your path. But you can still seek guidance from this person. Good news is on its way for you. Hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. And have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time.